Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm doing my first look with the Huda Beauty Empowered eyeshadow palette. I recently just got a whole bunch of new palettes in my collection. I have this one, the Anastasia Rose Metals, the Sigma and Diana collab, Alter Ego just came out with a dupe. So many palettes, so I asked you guys on Instagram which palette you want to see first, and by far Empowered won, so here we are today. I do have some mixed feelings with this palette, but this was also my first time using it, so if you want to see how I got this look and my thoughts on this palette, go ahead and keep on watching. I'm so excited to dig into this Huda Beauty Empowered palette today. You guys have been asking for tutorials with this palette, so of course I had to pick it up for you guys. Let's just take a look at it really quick. I tried not to look at it off camera because I really wanted to get my first impressions on camera for you guys. My lighting is a little bright right now, so these shades are showing up kind of brighter on camera, I think, but just looking at it, I love a good neutral palette. I love the neutral browns. I think before I dig into this, I'm gonna swatch some shades because these look like they're cream formulas. I also like to swatch her shimmers too because sometimes they don't look like what they are in the pan, you know? So let's do a couple swatches first so I can kind of see what I want to play with today. Is that a cream black? How do you use that? What? Okay, this is Purpose. Interesting. Okay, this is Worthy. Well, they're honestly really close. They're both super dark colors. And this is the weird looking one, Manifest. Oh, that's cool. It definitely feels like these are cream eyeshadows. It's not like Huda Beauty's cream formula where it's like a cream to powder. This is cream. And so I'm wondering how this is gonna dry down on the eye. I also feel like maybe I'm gonna look at Sephora and see what they say about these type of shades because I don't know what the best way would be to use those. So, okay, I'm gonna swatch some of the shimmers now. Also these golds, because they look similar in the pan. This is Courageous. Ooh. This is Limitless. Ooh, and this is Charisma. So definitely more of a yellowy gold, but do you really need two gold shades in a palette? I don't know. 3 more shimmers here. I'm making this palette so messy by swatching it. Okay, this is Bold Moves. Oh my gosh, I love that. This is Do It. These are swatching so easily. And this is Visionary. I really love this one, Bold Moves. I think I'll use that today. Are these drying down? I'm so confused about this cream formula. So the rest of the shades in the palette are matte. I'm not gonna swatch those. I just kind of wanted to swatch these shimmers to see what we're working with, and also these very interesting cream formulas. And I need to go to Sephora's website. I don't know what to do with those shades. Okay, Sephora. Also, the Sephora sale is coming up. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a video of shop with me for the Sephora sale because there's so much newness, and then I can kind of tell you guys what's good, what's not. I feel like I'm in a really talkative mood right now, so just work with me here. This palette includes 18 golds, coppers, and neutrals, yes, and matte metallic shimmer and gel liner hybrid. Ew! A gel liner. I kind of like that. 2 ultra pigmented hybrid eyeshadow gel creams, which is probably those 2 darkest shades. Okay, I'm totally gonna try that for a gel liner because that's kind of cool to have it in the palette like that. I guess I kind of wish if you're gonna do 2 dark shades, when I swatch those, I'm talking about these 2 right here, they looked really similar when swatched, so I would at least want one in a matte powder formula, so if I can deepen up the crease because I can't blend a gel eyeliner in my crease. That's my thoughts. Okay. I'm glad I looked that up. I feel better about that. So I already primed my eyes with my Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. This is my favorite, and I set that with the RCMA no color powder. As usual, when I first use a palette, I don't really have any kind of plan in mind. I'm just kind of playing around with the shades that really speak to me, the ones I want to try out. So let's do this. I'm going to start with Power on a Sigma E35. All right, and this shade's going to go in my crease. The funny thing I find about Huda's palettes, and let me know if you feel this way too, is that I feel like a lot of her shades in her big palettes look different on the eyes than they do in the pan. Like even this matte shade on my eye right now, like this just looks like a soft, I don't know, like neutral beigey kind of color, but on my eyes it's showing up very orange. Let me know if you feel this way too, because I've been feeling this way about her big palettes for a while. Am I crazy? Is it just me? Now I'm going to switch to a Sigma E25 in the shade Keep Going. These are very positive shade names. I like it. And I'm going to use this shade to deepen up the crease. Now I'm going to blend over that a little bit with my E35. Just based off of these two shades I put on my eyelids, it kind of reminds me of Soft Glam. Like the burnt orange and like that, like the rustic shade or something, is that what I'm thinking of? Can I be honest right now? I feel like I'm just not feeling inspired by this palette. Like usually when I use a new palette for the first time, there's like a bunch of shades speaking to me and I'm like, oh, I want to use this, this, and this. But like right now, I'm not feeling that way. Granted that I have only put 2 shades on my eyelid and this is my very first time using it, but that's just how I feel at this moment. Okay, let's add a shimmer and see what we can do here. I'm gonna pick up Bold Moves on my finger. Like this is pretty. All right, I'm just gonna put this all over my lid. Whew, okay. That might be like the best shimmer formula I've ever put on my eyelid. Like there's no, what do you call it? Not scratching. What is the word I'm looking for? Skipping. Like there's no skipping when I put that on. And it's like full pigment. Like you can't really see anything underneath this color. This is pretty, okay. See, and that's why I said I've only used 2 shades, so I can't really judge this palette yet, but like, this is really pretty. I am enjoying this color and this particular formula. Very pretty. I'm just gonna go back to my E25 and softly blend around my crease. I think I'm gonna keep this look pretty simple today because I do want to test out that like gel liner formula, because I feel like that's kind of one of the big selling points of this palette is their innovative gel formula in here. This one is the black one, but I think I want to try out this shade today. So I'm gonna use a Sigma E65, just a little angled brush in the shade Worthy. I'm gonna try to do a wing with this. Let's try it. Use like a gel liner in a really long time. I use more of just like a liquid felt tip liner for my wings, so this is like, it's been a minute since I've done this. I don't feel like it's very opaque. I feel like you can kind of like, yes, I have a really shimmery shade on my lid, but I feel like it's not as opaque as I would like. I'm gonna like come in here, try to do this. I'm not impressed. Ooh. Huda. Guys, I feel bad. Like, am I doing something wrong? Am I not understanding this? I don't know. Ugh. Like, I'm really trying to add this on top of my lash line, and it's not doing a great job. I'm also wondering too, like, wouldn't these 2 gel shades dry out eventually? Like, how can they stay moist in their packaging if it's like a palette that's meant to be like opened and, you know, kind of out in the open? Okay, well, that's not great. I kind of just want to try the black purple shade on top. Maybe that one's a little more opaque. So let's do that. So this is the black one, purpose. It's also hard for me to create like a really good wing with the brush. Like I said, I prefer more of a felt tip liner for my wing, so I can be like, you know, a sharp ass wing. This is not a sharp ass wing, but I don't hate it. Okay, I think I do like the black better. It's definitely more opaque. I didn't really cover the whole wing, but you can definitely tell this one's darker, especially like right out here. I do kind of wonder how these gel shades would work in the waterline, so maybe I'll do that when we work on the lower lash line. That sounds kind of fun. All right, I think I'm gonna stop there for the top lid for now. I'm gonna go do my face makeup and then we'll finish up the eyes together. All right, my face makeup is done. Let's finish up the eyes. I just wanna note that I'm like getting some transferring. Can you see this? There we go. I'm getting some transferring of this black right there. Like, I'm not happy right now, guys. I do want to try these gel eyeshadows on my lower lash line and waterline because I feel like they could be a good idea, so let's try it out. I'm going to go back in with Purpose on a Sigma E21. Again, this is the black shade, and I'm just going to like blow this up down here, I guess. I do kind of see the benefit of having a black eyeshadow in this gel formula because, like, you know, you use a black eyeshadow and you get like black fallout on your face. Like, the nice thing about this is that you're not going to get fallout with it, so I can see that. This is applying nicely with this brush, and I guess we'll see like how it dries as well. You know, like, can I blend it out? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna get really close here. See how it's like getting in my, not really like in my line, but it's just kind of falling down a little bit. But it's like not fallout. I'm wondering if it's like maybe getting on my lower lashes and then my lashes touching my face. I feel like that's my best explanation for this. Now I'm gonna pick up that brown shade, Keep Going. And we're gonna keep going along the lower lash line. Wow, that was a terrible joke. I'm so sorry. And I'm gonna blend this below the black. Okay, I feel like that looks kind of nice, kind of blended out. Okay, I feel like my first eye went really well, but like, do you see this? What is happening? Okay, I'm kind of looking like a sloppy mess right now. I need to take a foundation powder and I'm going to like try to clean up this mess right here. Don't know if it's gonna work or not. It really does look sloppy down here though. Like, I mean, from far away it looks fine, but up close I'm like, ugh. I'm just gonna take a highlight shade that I like, pop that in my inner corner and under my brow. All right, I'm gonna stop there with the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go pop on some mascara and lashes. I'll show you the full face and I will get my thoughts together. So to finish off this look, I popped on a half lash and it's from my brand, The Bright Lashes, of course. And today I'm wearing Flair. I think this lash looks really good at this liner because like, this liner is a little different than I normally do it because it's kind of thicker, but like, I feel like the shape just looks really good at these lashes. Happy with that. All right, and here is what the full face looks like. On my lips, I'm wearing the MAC lip pencil in Whirl, and for my lipstick, I'm wearing the Huda Beauty lipstick in Buttercup. I haven't used this one in a while, but like, it was one of my favorite lipsticks last year, I think, and I thought maybe I'd stay on theme with the whole Huda Beauty thing. Okay, let's talk about this palette, and I'm gonna try to not repeat myself so much because I kind of gave you my thoughts as I was using it. I really like the look on my eyes right now. I think it's pretty, it's sexy, it's something I would totally wear, but like, it's simple. I know. Like, you could get this look out of so many palettes. I know I did an easy look today. But like, here's what happened. You know, I started with Power in my crease, and it was kind of more orangey than I thought, and I was like, weird. So then I added that brown shade Keep Going, put that in my crease, and then I was like, okay, time for a shimmer. And I just looked at all the shimmers, and I was like, I just wasn't inspired. So that's why I used the Bold Moves one, because I think that's the prettiest shimmer out of all the shades, and like, it's a gorgeous shimmer. And once I put that on, I just was like, this doesn't make me feel excited, you know? So then once I realized I wasn't excited, I was like, well, let me try the unique gel formula in this palette. So I tried Purpose and Worthy, and I'm not very impressed by it. Where's my mirror? Like I said, it's not that opaque. I don't really think it dries down completely either, so I'm worried it is going to transfer a little bit throughout the day. I might post an update later if I remember to. So I've been wearing this makeup for about 4 hours now, and I wanted to give you guys just a little update. My lower lash line is like almost completely faded. Like, you can't see that like blackness. It just looks like smudgy. It just doesn't look good down there. I feel like my wing just looks faded too. Like it's still there. It's kind of cute, the faded wing, but I don't like how the lower lash line looks. My lid looks good. My crease looks good. Just wanted to give that little update. The one thing I do like about this formula, like I said, is the no fallout, because it's so frustrating when you get black fallout on your face. And that's like the only benefit I can really see to this. I guess I just thought I would love this palette more than I thought. And then just like having the two gold shades here, like they literally look the same. I'm a little disappointed. But then I'm trying to think, maybe this palette isn't meant for me as someone who has, you know, over 100 eyeshadow palettes. But like if you're someone who just loves a good neutral eye, you know, you could smoke it out a little bit. I do feel like your shimmer shades are limited. Again, this is all based off of my first impressions, and like I said, I only used a couple shades on my eyes today. I'm just not in love with it, but I'm totally gonna give it another chance. Like, I know you guys love Huda Beauty palettes. I do too. Her formula is amazing. I will give her that. But I definitely think I have to play around with this palette a couple more times before I can like truly figure out if I love it or not. At this moment, I don't think I love it. And like I even pulled out Rose Quartz and Naughty Nude. This is the one I forgot the name of earlier, but I feel like this is a cool, unique color story of so many different types of shimmers and shades in here. Same with Naughty Nude. I really did love this palette when it came out. Like, these are fun. I just feel like for Huda Beauty, like, this is toned back a bit, and I'm getting soft glam vibes. Where's my soft glam? Why is everyone duping soft glam all of a sudden? Couldn't tell you why. Soft glam, where are you? First comparison look here. Don't drop it. I definitely see similarities here. Like, a lot. A lot. Definitely more than My Dream did, for sure. I am going to pull up My Dream as well, because I had a couple people ask me, like, which one do you think is better? Do I need both? Are they comparable? I do think Samantha March said she was going to do a comparison video, but just looking at these, I don't think they're similar. I fucking love this palette. You guys know that. Like, the depth, the different types of shimmers in here. I don't feel the same way about this one. So I know this video was all over the place, and just for me personally, it's really hard just to get all my thoughts together. I've just always had a problem with that. I have mixed feelings right now, as you can tell. So I will definitely do more videos with it and try to give you some more final thoughts on it. But I want to know your thoughts. Like, do you agree with me on some things? Am I crazy? Like, tell me what you think of this palette. Let's talk about it in the comments. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.